a couple weeks ago, I watched Kick-Ass for the first time, like, ever, which is crazy, because it's so good. You'd think I would have watched it before. I watched it, I think it was 2 weeks ago I watched it, and I reviewed it for you guys. And so I was really excited to get to watching the second one, because I was hoping it was going to be as good as the first one. I need to stop doing that, because I just set myself up for failure every time. Kick-Ass 2 was released in 2013. It was written and directed by Jeff Wadlow, which, I mean, that's kind of the first negative. Not in terms of directing. I think the directing is excellent here. I'll get to that later. But the writing just doesn't feel interesting. A lot of the dialogue is cheesy. A lot of it is just really weird for the kind of movie that they're trying to make, right? Which is a comedy superhero film. And I feel like it does get a little bit too dramatic at the end. I think that it does start out kind of as a comedy. It kind of picks up really quickly. It starts off and you're like, okay, I know exactly what direction this movie's going for sure. And the first one, it kind of felt like it was a little more scattered. And I liked that. I couldn't really tell what was going to happen next. This one, I knew from the start. I was like, okay, yep, this guy's gonna be the villain, and they're gonna try to take him down, and that's it. And that's pretty much the whole movie. So the writing is kind of dull. The directing, however, I think that this movie, this is a hot take, I think that this movie might be better directed than the first one. The camera movements alone in this film were really, really cool. Really, really fun and creative. There were moments where I was like, oh, the camera. Like, and I realize you probably don't want to think that while you're watching a movie, of course, because of suspended disbelief. But however, that's what I'm trained to do. Like, I went to classes for this kind of thing, and I was noticing, like, these little things that the camera was doing that, like, I was like, whoa, that's really cool. Like, particularly in the warehouse scene in the beginning, the camera kind of, like, pans and, like, moves over at the same time, and I feel like particularly superhero movies nowadays don't have a lot of camera movement in them. Like, they're very stagnant. They don't move a whole lot. It's very boring. But this one had a ton of it, and I thought it was really, really cool and creative and fun and new. So that was nice. However, most of the rest of the movie sucks. I don't know why they did this, but Evan Peters, I guess he probably is doing, like, American Horror Story or something like that, but I don't know why they decided to make his character, like, kind of involved. Like, by the end, he's a pretty important character, and he's not played by Evan Peters anymore, and it's very distracting. I don't like to say that kind of thing, because it's you know, it's really not anyone's fault. I mean, Evan was doing something, and the studio had to pursue the movie anyway. But at that point, wouldn't you just write up his character or something like that? Maybe plan a cameo? Like, I feel like that would have been better, but maybe I'm wrong. I like that Clark Duke actually has, like, stuff to do here. I like that he's particularly funny in this movie. I think he's funny in almost everything I've seen him in. He's really funny. So I thought that was nice, but I don't know where the direction of this movie, like, where it lost me. I think it lost me, like, right about the time that she is getting in trouble, like, with her stepfather or whatever. Like, or I guess her adopted father at this point. I don't know, it's strange. And she's like, I'm going to be a popular girl instead. And I'm like, why? Like, that's not you. And, I get that it's kind of the point, but also, this person would never do that. She would never agree to do that. That's not her character. I know it's not her character. I watched the first movie. I'm like, she would never do that. And it was really frustrating to have to deal with that the whole movie. Until the end when she comes back as Hit Girl and you're like, yes, okay, cool. I like it. But leading up to that was just really boring for me. I also didn't love the whole, like, team-up idea of making a team of, like, weird, bad superheroes. Because I like Kick-Ass a lot. Kick-Ass is fun. Kick-Ass is exciting. And then they bring in, like, Colonel Stars and Stripes, played by Jim Carrey. And I'm like, I don't like looking at this. I'm like, why did Jim Carrey do this? I don't know why he signed up to do this in the first place. Like, this is not his level of creativity. He just plays this stupid guy who's like, yes, I was born again, yes. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, go do something productive with your life, Jim. Why are you doing this garbage? Go do Sonic 3. Like, that'd be better, a much better use of your time. I thought that was weird. It was almost a cameo appearance. Like, I don't even think he has 10 minutes of screen time, and his character's really poorly written, which most of them are, but it is really upsetting. The action sequences were pretty cool. I think they were fine. They don't really match the first one, though. The first one felt like you felt each hit, and the ending was just a bazooka coming out of the window. And, like, that's great. This one just felt a little bit less exciting. And there's a post-credit scene that I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. They set up they could do a third one. I don't know if they plan to. I've heard that Matthew Vaughn wants to, but I highly doubt they're going to get the people back for it, but I guess time will tell. But I don't know. This movie is just fine. It's really nothing more than just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and give Kick-Ass 2 a B-. Have you guys seen Kick-Ass 2? Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about it. I don't know where it's streaming. I think I watched it on HBO Max, maybe? I don't know. I watched it somewhere, so you can find it online if you Google it. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Please consider subscribing to this channel as well as The Burnside Boys. That's Boys with a Z. That's where I do my short films, so head over there if you want to check those out. They're really funny in my opinion, so subscribe to that, and that'd be really cool. But also, subscribe here, please, 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 so you can find your next movie at Robert's Reviews.